Thank you. Thank you, crybaby millionaires, making more money than you goddamn well know what to do with, for in all likelihood depriving the quote-unquote greatest fans in the world of another full season of NHL hockey. Now, before you get the message twisted, let me stress that this is not a message intended towards a singular source. This message is intended for the 32 team owners, the more than 1,000 members of the National Hockey League Players Association, to Mr. Donald Fehr, and to Mr. Gary Bettman. This message is intended for anyone that had even the slightest thing to do with this absolute farce. There are no good guys here. To paraphrase a line from the great James E. Cornette, there are no baby faces. This was a heel program. You can all bicker amongst yourselves as to who's more at fault, whether it was Gary Bettman and the owners with their scheming, unrealistic demands, or Donald Fehr and the players with their staunch victim mentality and self-righteousness and piousness. But throughout this entire process, as much as you will bicker back and forth as to who's to blame, throughout the whole process, there is one fact. There's one simple idea that stands out crystal clear to all involved. Mr. Bettman, Mr. Fehr, owners, and players. And I hope you listen to me when I say this. Not a single one of you deserve your fan base. In case you had forgotten, the only reason that you have the luxury of playing and organizing what is ultimately a children's game, and doing so professionally, to make your millions of dollars every year, is because we, your loyal fans, pack your arenas on a nightly basis. We pay upwards of $200 a ticket to sit in the front row at Bell Center in Montreal, sweating and stinking all over each other, for a chance to be a few feet away from our own childhood dreams. We buy your merchandise, we buy your programs, we buy your horribly marked up beer and concessions, and we tune into your Saturday night double and triple headers like it's a religion. It's bigger than religion for a lot of people in this country. We love the game. We love the entertainment that you provide. And yes, while you are the providers of said entertainment, you wouldn't exist if it wasn't for your fans. Not a single one of you would have any relevance if it wasn't for your fans. You don't deserve us because you don't care about us. You're not in it for your fans. You don't respect us the way we respect you for what you provide and what you give to us. As a matter of fact, your just desserts would be to have to play out a full season, or whatever you arrogant assholes can manage to salvage from this season. The just desserts would be to play that out with no one in the stands, no one watching, no money being generated whatsoever. You deserve to know what it feels like to be abandoned. Like you've abandoned us. For the third time inside of 20 years. But I'm a realist. I know that won't happen. I know that all it's going to take is one 5-minute Gary Bettman press conference where he gets up in front of a podium with that disingenuous, snake oil salesman, ugly little mug of his. And he'll say two things. The first thing he's going to say is that the labor dispute is over and the owners got virtually everything that they wanted. And the second thing will be that the NHL has the greatest fans in the world. And that's all it's going to take. That is all that it will take to have us come crawling back like the good dogs that we are. And that's the most sickening thing of all. That we love the game so much that we're willing to allow your degenerative behaviors to go completely unpunished. No backlash. And we'll flock back to the game in record numbers. And allow you to maintain your utter indifference to us unless it serves your selfish purposes directly. Just so that we can continue to enjoy and love the game at its highest level of competition. We trusted you and continue to trust you with the responsibility of not letting us down. We support you. There's an inherent trust there. And for the third time in 20 years, you've done the business equivalent of fuck the fans, because the fans don't matter. All that matters is dollars and cents. And that's essentially what you said to us 3 times in 20 years. The NHL has the greatest players and the greatest hockey in the world. There's no genuine debate against that. But like the battered puppies that we are as fans, we're going to rationalize away all of the negative bullshit that you'll put us through because of all the good things that you make us feel. We will wait patiently, Mr. Bettman and Mr. Fear, while the two of you finish your game of chicken with the game that we love. And when your players finally return to the ice in Anaheim, Boston, Buffalo, Calgary, Carolina, Chicago, Colorado, Columbus, Dallas, Detroit, Edmonton, Florida, Los Angeles, Minnesota, Montreal, Nashville, New Jersey, New York, Ottawa, Philadelphia, Phoenix, Pittsburgh, San Jose, St. Louis, Tampa, Toronto, Vancouver, Washington, and Winnipeg. We will welcome them with open arms. But every single one of us will secretly dread what's going to happen down the road when money once again becomes the bottom line and we are left by the side of the road to be picked up who knows when, powerless to stop you. As for me, I will happily spend my season supporting my junior team of choice, going to their games, watching them on TV, watching these young kids play for peanuts, if anything, and play because they love it. And because someday they want to get where you are. And somewhere along the road, you collectively lost that passion. Because if you still had that passion, I wouldn't have to do this video. And I know I'm not alone in being as upset about this as I am. I know there's a lot of fans that are upset, a lot of fans that are mad, pointing fingers. And if I actually watch a hockey game, an NHL hockey game this year, if we have one, I'll be the first to make a video and come on here and tell you that I did it and tell you that I wasn't strong enough. But I'm going to try to hold out as long as I can. Because apparently the owners and the Players Association are putting that forward as their marketable skill, so why not me? Thank you.